In Denmark, we have a long tradition for building boats and fishing vessels. In Skagen, we have a very clean atmosphere, and this gives a spectacular light. And this is really reflected into the design of our yachts.
Great yacht design isn't necessarily just what you see. It's a design that fulfills its purpose. It's a mix of science, engineering, art. The first impression certainly is important, and the last impression, but there's much more to it in between. Danish yacht is a small yard in a small location, but to do big things.
The Danish mentality has always been to build to the highest level of quality and also be in front row of developments. This has led us into using advanced composite materials and using innovative technology in our boats.
It's a nice combination of talented engineers and craftsmen working at a very high level, which is quite refreshing. I think Danish yacht has a very open attitude towards people like myself.
We are trying to work with the best in the world.
They have built some incredible projects, from Ranger to Moon Goddess, all very, very different. Moon Goddess is a high-performance boat. Weight is obviously critical. Weight is controlled through the engineering materials it is using and the way it is being applied. Other features were the quite complex shapes, both in the superstructure and in the hull. We have a protected environment on deck with an opening roof, which enables you to go very fast. I'm a great believer in light and trying to use glass a lot in the superstructure so you can still enjoy the outside whilst you're sitting inside, and this is even more important at high speed. Project 116 started off as a development of Moon Goddess, the first aerocruiser built at Danish yacht. We tried to take it a bit further, creating even better spaces, particularly on the main deck level, with even more glass in the superstructure. Transparency of this superstructure is something quite unique, whilst increasing performance as well.
Project 116 has some very unique features. The first one is the hull shape, which is balanced, so we have a very comfortable ride together with a high speed.
When you're traveling at 40-50 knots, small little subtle differences in hull design can make huge differences to the behavior of the boat. Moreover, we use water jet propulsion, which is effectively a jet propulsion, although using water as a medium as opposed to air.
We are building the boat in carbon epoxy composite materials, which is by far the strongest and most reliable material you can use. Those things together gives us a very light boat, less fuel consumption and high speed.
It's definitely a step further ahead, and she will be a very fast boat. There is a certain connection between a jet aircraft and a high-performance boat, particularly one that is water jet propelled, such as the aerocruisers. The weight is critical for the performance, and therefore you have finely engineered composite structures. So the accuracy of the construction is incredibly important. Environmental concerns are very important for most yacht owners. I would say all yacht owners, because they all use their yachts in pristine waters and want to be in pristine areas. And if their yacht is polluting, they're polluting their own environment, but also in the building and design process. And I think Danish yacht is a good example. The whole production process is controlled so as to reduce the impact on the environment from scratch all the way through to delivery. And this then continues because the yachts are designed and built to operate with a minimum impact on the environment.
For the future, we are working together with three designers. Together with Esben, we are developing the third generation of our aerocruiser powerboat. This one is special because we are really trying to develop to a very green boat. Together with the Rover, we are developing a series of quarter-decker boats. It's actually an extension of the well-known three-decker boats. The special thing is the extra deck gives us a huge interior space. On the flyboats, we have what we call the sky terrace. We actually extend the decks out and gives us about 30% extra deck space. With Rupert Marn, we are working on developing what we call this sports car of the sea. It's a very fast-going powerboat, 80 meter long, and we expect it to go up to 60 knots.
Danish yacht is a small yard in a small location, but they have a can-do attitude, they have an open mind, and they're at the forefront of technology because of that.